Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Fringe reaction. This is season 3 episode 5 and it is called Amber 31422. Amber 31422. Almost pi. This could only be like some sort of code, emergency code or something. Olivia's in a little bit of trouble of being exposed. Peter knows that there's something different about her. He just hasn't put his, well, he has put his finger on what. He just hasn't pieced it together yet. With the realisation that that's Senator and also Newton now being android shapeshifters, I think some suspicion is going to fall upon Olivia, which is why she went back to Peter's place to seduce him. Meanwhile, we've got our Olivia believing that she's the other Olivia. And I think that's where we are. Apart from that family that no longer has a dad because he was also a shapeshifter. Seems there's a lot of shapeshifters. Can't tell who's an android and who isn't. This could be tricky. Okay.
Seems their Olivia can travel between worlds safely, which is the real reason you're here today. We believe you may be able to do the same.
How would I be able to do that?
Yet, I'm sure you understand what this would mean to our cause.
What's the long game here?
We'd be able to defend ourselves against the other side.
Look, I understand why you agreed to take the test. You just want things to go back to normal. To be the Olivia that you think you should be, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Because you're not their Olivia. And you can keep on telling yourself that you're fine, but you're not fine. You're not sleeping. And I'm not a lingering symptom. You can't ignore me. Got it? Yeah. Careful. I said careful.
What are they doing? Oh, it's a person.
Don't leave me!
That's what happens when people break or breach the quarantine, is it?
Oh, you gotta hand it to them. No one's ever removed anything from the quarantine zone, yet they keep trying.
A lot of purses and wallets in there.
They've succeeded now.
Joshua Rose. I worked this case with Fringe Division 4 years ago. He's a bank robber.
Well, why would Fringe Division be appointed to investigate?
Yeah.
Rose used some kind of device that allowed him to access the vaults without setting off the bank alarms. But what it also did was cause molecular degradation.
Man-made breaches. We studied that case back at the academy. You guys had to quarantine, what, half a dozen areas?
One for every job Rose pulled.
Okay, but are they sure it's that important that these people stay in the amber? They can't be rescued at all?
Just rest. We'll be fine.
We'll soon know if the structural integrity of this universe starts breaking down because of his removal. We'll know if it's true or not.
Go, now!
Whoa! And that wasn't an ordinary explosion.
What we're about to ask you is classified. It's about your brother Joshua. Any idea about his whereabouts?
4 years ago, you people told me that he was trapped in amber. Tell me you were wrong?
We can't go into detail. But if we were wrong, would he contact you?
My brother ripped families apart, okay? Mothers and husbands trapped in amber because of the crimes he committed. He'd know better than to contact me. I don't know how to say this, but you came to the bank to try and stop me, but you were too late. I mean, I didn't know. I couldn't know you were coming. You know, you were trying to stop me from robbing a bank. I ended up stealing your life.
Oh, he's been posing as his own brother.
But you're free now.
Now we wait.
Yeah, Walton doesn't know that Olivia's been through this before on our side with normal water. She's going to have some sort of
Only
resistance.
those who risk going too far find out how far they can go.
Oh, hell.
Oops.
Heart rate is 183, blood pressure is falling.
Let her out. She did it. Well, of course she did it because... But...
Cameron. I told you not to touch anything.
Oh, she did it only for a second.
Worked. Crossed over.
Well, of course, yes. Isn't that going to feed even more into her growing
Makes sense now,
belief that
doesn't
she's not who she thinks she is?
Sir? They switched. The twins. When we spoke to Matthew Rose today, when he was talking about Joshua's crimes, he wasn't angry or upset. He was ashamed. It wasn't like he was embarrassed. It was more like he was guilty.
You think Joshua Rose was pretending to be his brother?
Yes.
I think the man we spoke to today committed those crimes. I think that they switched on us. You switched with your brother.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Olivia.
Hang on. Okay, we went to your house yesterday. What did we talk about?
What?
At your house. What did we talk about?
Your partner did most of the talking. I told you how hard it was for me and my family when Joshua was robbing banks.
You told him. What we looked like, what we talked about. They're in it together. His brother told him.
Dunham.
They're messing with us. They switched.
Dunham. Outside.
This is suspicious behaviour, Boyles. Maybe report it.
Sir, I'm not crazy. I know I'm right about this.
Dunham.
If I could just follow it through.
Dunham. Go home.
Yeah, she gets too involved, she might uncover things that she's not supposed to uncover. Especially this close to two people looking alike and switching places investigation.
If Joshua Rose was about to hit another bank, where would it be, given his profile and MO?
I ran that scenario for Agent Lee an hour ago.
I understand, but would you mind taking another look for me?
There are 37 likely targets based on that criteria.
Okay, what assumptions did you make?
Assuming that Joshua Rose was taken out of the amber necessary parameter.
Sorry, assuming that Joshua was removed from the amber, we know that he was taken out of the amber.
We know that someone
Yeah,
was taken
right.
from the amber. Joshua is a twin. There's a 50% chance that his brother was in amber and that Joshua broke him out.
And Joshua is a brilliant criminal with expertise in breaking into impenetrable areas. Matthew
Yes.
is an accountant.
Yes.
What are you doing here? I found the blueprints. I realized what you were up to, and I can't let you do this again. If I turn myself in, they'll figure it out. They'll know I wasn't the one in the amber. They'll take you. You're the only person alive to survive the quarantine. They'll experiment on you for the rest of your life. You know that. Let me do this one good thing.
Let him do it, yeah. He's right, it's the only way. Is that being ambered already? That is pretty barbaric though.
Quarantine protocol complete. One casualty. Joshua Rose.
On the other side, the Twin Towers have fallen. On the other side, your sister Rachel is still alive. She lives in Chicago. Her husband took a job there. They live at 1934
See, now I
Sherman
know
Way.
you're lying because
On the
Rachel
other
hates
side,
Chicago.
your beautiful niece Ella is alive. She was born, and it's her birthday today. She turned 7.
There's no way to prove it.
Yes, there is.
I want to go back in the tank.
You're not scheduled for another test until tomorrow.
Well, this episode's going to end. I want to know more. The next episode we'll probably switch to our side.
It seems there's some dormant chemical in her brain.
The pills she's been taking?
Some sort of synthetic compound.
From the way it's bound to her neurons, I'd say it's been there since she was a child.
Oh. The thorazine or whatever it is that Walter experimented on her with.
Hello?
Hi.
Aunt Liv, I knew you wouldn't forget my birthday.
And she's back. Because she's only mentally going there, not physically.
It didn't work.
He knows she's lying. He knows she's lying. But now she knows. Now she's got proof that Peter has been telling her the truth all along. Oh my God, this is... Quite a long time ago now, when Fringe was really episodic and, to be quite honest, getting a little bit draggy, was kind of dragging on. Everyone kept saying persevere, persevere, because once it gets going, it goes absolutely crazy in its absolute brilliance. And I've been patiently waiting, and it didn't seem like that was going to happen. And now it has happened. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you told me to keep persevering, because I might have given up otherwise. And it was the knowledge that, well, it was you lot telling me, and the knowledge that it was gonna suddenly, the storyline was suddenly going to explode into all sorts of directions, that kept me going through that rather the dull first season and a half. And now it has got going. My brain just can't keep up, because now we're having to. We already know about one universe because we've had it for quite a while now, and now it's pretty much we're starting over again, having to learn about this new universe all over again, and it works totally different. The amber and the anomalies that keep popping up, and the whole structure, the governmental structure, the Fringe division structure, everything is just totally different and works in a totally different way. And I don't know how long this is going to go on for, whether we're going to get even a third universe or some other sort of temporal breach. This is where I think that time travel might come into it in a season or 2 or 3 maybe. Because of the breaches, I think I don't know, it could go in any direction. It could go spacey and we could end up on the moon or something. I don't think that's going to happen. It doesn't feel like it's going to go in that direction at the moment, but I don't know. I'm so enjoying the ride though, and trying to keep up with the new characters and the new interpretations of characters that are already familiar with us, and they keep bouncing around the storylines from episode to episode. Of it's both hard to keep up with and absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I appreciate the dull period even more now, because it was lulling us into this false sense of, there's just this false sense of security, I suppose, that we knew what was going on and we knew the characters, and then suddenly, boom, no, we don't know the characters at all. And this was a great episode. We learned all about the quarantine. We were getting clues, or Olivia's getting clues as to who she really is. And we're learning more about the characters. It's, brilliant. yeah, I don't think I've got much more to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, bye bye.